Alrighty then, folks, we are back for possibly the final mission, not the final episode. So we'll be probably completing 100% the story, just because I'm curious, but final mission because, you know, we're actually fighting the Student Council this time. Then again, this said we were, and then we didn't, but then we also hit on Marika in the last one, and I plan on hitting on all the other ones eventually. It should be fun. I imagine Iori's going to, since we had that skip here, somewhere around this point in between these two, we will be doing a extra mission for her, and then Yui's probably going to have a time skip at the same time. Or around this anyway, probably why she was going to the teacher's office in this one, or in this one. Oh, I didn't mention it, but I did up the destroy or the Providence parts that I picked up in the last stage. Way better than anything we had, so it should be a little bit better. But it kind of annoys me that Providence is just better than Blitz for whatever reason. Alright, you're gonna be a janitor after we're done.
言ってどうなる？無駄な手間が増えるだけだろう。貴様たちでは勇気。生徒会長には勝てない。ガンプラバトルでは強い者こそ正義。弱い者は悪。今ここでそれを証明してやろう。違います。私の知ってるガンプラバトルは楽しくて素敵でかっこよくてそういうものなんです。だから取り戻します。そういう毎日を。ほう、面白い。では見せてみろ。貴様の言う。私、ちょっと感動しております。サイドゼロで目立たなかったメガネのあの子、桜井マリカのこの気合。これは間違いなく激しくも楽しいバトルが展開されることでしょう。その模様は放送部と私、釈の凛子が余すところなく配信いたします。大盛り上がり間違いなし。それではガンプラバトルレディーゴー。
Alright, so maybe it isn't the final mission. It's the mission before the final mission. Yeah, so now we have a Providence head and Providence arms. Yeah, Providence. That is the correct one. I always get Destroy and Providence mixed up. Just the names, though. I know the mobile suits are different. But that gets to the part in Destiny where I really, really don't care anymore. Because half the characters are walking hypocrites, and, you know, the story isn't all that interesting after that point. I mean, there's a point where Asron literally is like calling Shin a child and then later makes the most childish decision. There's like 45 seconds in between the two. So he has a Shinaju body and Shinaju arms, but a Gobplant head? Alright, so her lines are literally the same every time we battle in this one area, I'm guessing? Because she used to say that all the time in the third stage as well. I'm just killing Ryoko before I die, though. Because as it turns out, charging in the middle of the three of them, not very good for you. God damn it, Ryoko survived. One hit, though. Oh, I had no idea this stage actually opened up. Why should I take care of myself? It's more fun this way. Yeah, I got really close to killing her. And Buster Force. Is that a Denon Zorna, or I didn't get enough time to see what that was. Alright, that's cool. I don't know what it does, but that's cool. Oh, come on. Really? There's a stun mechanic? Are you kidding me? I dislike stun mechanics in, like, literally every game. Just like, hey, you know what would make this game better? You just can't play for, like, 2 minutes. Have fun. Hey, a Rosen Zulu head. I didn't expect I would see one of those. The Rosen Zulu being a quasi-psychic mobile suit developed by Neo Zeon after the second Neo Zeon War. Or, as I should say, by the Sleeves. Though they are still technically Neo Zeon. The Sleeves being the rebel organization that started up after Char's Neo Zeon failed to drop Luna 2 on the not Luna 2, on Axis on the planet. They dropped Luna 5 on the planet. But after they failed to drop Axis on the planet and Char died, a very charismatic guy called Full Frontal Male Nudity decided to reunite all of the warring Zeon clans into a fighting force. However, all the Zeon clans that were left over were basically the more bandit-y versions because, you know, like all the smart ones had either joined Axis or Char's Neo Zeon and had been destroyed. So his army was basically a bunch of assholes, best word for it. And he would eventually, that would eventually bite him in the butt, as anything that Full Frontal wasn't leading was basically poorly led and more than not ended up with people dying for no reason. Of course, besides the Sleeves, there were other Neo Zeon groups at the time, but we don't really talk about them very much. Alright, this game has missions. I had forgotten. I was just too busy killing these guys. I missed some fireworks, I think. You know, having murdered you. I'm also not quite sure how to get back. I think I have to, like, boost up to there. Ooh, Barbie is in this. So, Barbie 4th form is Barbatos, the, I think, 53rd Gundam developed in IBO. It was formerly the power supply for CGS, or Cryo City Guard, I believe is their official name. Or Crius, or I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it. It was used as a power supply because it has a dual AHAB reactor, which also did the useful thing of preventing the enemy from, or preventing most enemies from being able to actually physically attack their base, as the AHAB reactor makes nano-laminated gear basically be EMP'd. Yeah, and eventually when Gjallarhorn would attack them and they would be forced to... Oh. Yeah, Gjallarhorn would eventually be attacked and both the leadership and the 1st and 2nd guard ditched the place, using the 3rd, who were basically slave fighters, to defend the place as they ran away. But Orga, the main character's friend, best friend, whatever you want to call it, decided that it's a horrible idea, and instead they were going to pull out the mobile suit to head in underground and, you know, fuck everyone else over. And it worked out really well for them. And that is IBO. Or at least the beginning of IBO in a nutshell. That's fine. Come on. Oh, come on. Uh-huh. Now where's our return point? Yeah, I figured that would be a quest. Hey, the Easy 8. So, oh, and Vidar's. Oh yeah, of course Vidar's in this game. IBO literally came out like while they were making this. So the Easy 8 is during the 1-year war, when Side 7 would be attacked, a lot of mobile suit parts had been left over for the Gundam and the gun tank and the gun cannons. The Federation would eventually take those parts and build what were the ground Gundams, which were basically a combination of parts between ground GMs and what was left over. So I'm not sure where the enemy is, but we're winning so well that it's not really an issue, and we're just gonna kind of sit around here for 2 minutes, I think. But with all that work they had done, they didn't have really the spare parts to repair stuff, because, you know, all the Gundam parts were made out of Gundarium, or lunar titanium, which is really, really hard to produce. And all of the other parts, and the Federation wasn't really used to mobile suits at that point. So what happened was when something would get damaged, they would basically have to scavenge together a repair part using both Xeon and Federation parts. Eventually that would become kind of an issue, and the Easy 8 was given to Shiro Amada, with a lot of its parts having been replaced with captured Xeon stuff. Though not really. Outward appearance-wise, it just looks like they changed the head. But lore-wise, it was supposed to be different Federation gear. Hey, a shot lance. And Dane and Zora parts. There they are. And yeah, so the Easy 8 was basically a ground Gundam that was modified to have more parts than just that. And Vidar was, or Kimar's Vidar, but the Kamaris was one of the Gundams that Galahorn's leaders had used way back in the day during the Cataclysm War. I believe there was like 7 of them, which was the 7 families of Galahorn. Vidar being the Farid families, which was basically a giant horse-looking thing. And it even had 4 legs in its original form, or at least the first form we saw it had 4 legs. I don't remember if the original form was actually a horse or not. But the Vidar was the rebuilt version of it, because it had been destroyed in the first season, with an additional reactor on the back, which I believe that reactor was from a Great, but I could be wrong. I had no idea what was going on, mainly because the screen had frozen, but... yeah, I'll go get an S rank later. The only issue was that, like, I didn't know where the enemy was for a good portion of that, and it was kind of hard to tell. But I'll go get it later. It'll be fine. Woo. I might use that because I'm almost always at critical HP. Backpack from the S Gundam, the Zeta Beam Rifle, the Shot Lance, the perfect Zeong arms, Providence backpack. I've heard funnels in this game are really shitty, but I kind of want to try them out. Who knows? Maybe they'll be interesting.
くらいマリカ。少し前までバトルの才能すら見られなかった貴様がなぜ。
私一人の力じゃないです。チームのみんな、先輩との楽しい時間、たくさんバトルの勉強をして、ミッションをして、いろんなことがいっぱいいっぱいありました。一人じゃないから、一緒だから頑張れる、強くなれる。私は負けません。
一緒だから強く。そんなものは理想論だ。空虚な幻想に過ぎない。
Well, I mean, it worked.
だがそうか、昔は俺たちもそうだった。
副会長、
このカードキー
Oh
を
god, is he one of the characters?
これがなければ生徒会室には入れない。
Yeah, we had to beat Giovanni for his key card.
でもどうして？
Or did you need the key card to get to Giovanni? I don't remember.
少し
Actually, there was just a guy sitting in front of the door that's saying Giovanni wasn't there.
貴様らがどこまで通用するのか見せてもらう。
勝ちます。
行け。行って楽しいバトルとやらがどこまで通じるか
Alright.
試してみろ。
There's a thing we gotta tell you about though, Senna. Yeah, we're taking a finger. You lost. You deserve it.
いいのか、副会長。
いいも悪いも奴らは強いビルダーだ。どう転ぶにしても勇気の願いは叶うだろう。
そうか。
I really hope the student council's the other side we get to play. I'd be much more interested in that than what we're doing right now. Now, this is the final battle.
この扉の先に生徒会長が。
Which kind of annoys me that there's literally 13 stages. Or no, 11 stages even.
ユウ先輩、
Because there's 4 before this and then 7.
みんなで勝ちに行きましょう。はい、楽しく勝ってみせます。
Remember, the previous game had 70. But a lot of that was the same thing.
ようやく来たね。待っていたよ。サイドゼロのリーダー。君をずっと待っていたんだ。
あなたが？
そう。僕がこの学園の生徒会長、椎名祐希だ。ついに君たちは目的の場所にたどり着いたわけだね。
For a second there, I thought he had the sword from Tenchi in his hand. I was like, wait, what game are we playing again?
僕もワクワクしているよ。君たちはどんな風にバトルするんだい？強いのかな？強いよね。そうじゃないと面白い。
So, I'm assuming he has a normal form and then we fight him and then he gets like a mobile armor form. It'll probably have like a 3-stage battle.
強くないと意味がないみたいな言い方。
Well, yeah.
意味なんてないのさ。僕にとってはね。実際弱いビルダーに何の価値があるんだい？
I'm assuming that his wish was to fight a strong enemy.
あなたは間違って。
そうかな。現に君たちも力でここまで来たんだろ？
Well, no, you guys are just really shit. Like, I don't even try and I beat you.
全然違います。
Like, I literally won the last battle not knowing you guys were half the stage.
悲しい人。
And
顔は笑っているのに目は笑ってない。
I mostly die due to completely ignoring tactical information. Full frontal charges always work. I'm sure of it.
いくらバトルしても全く熱くならない。僕の情熱を削いだのは他ならぬ君たちなんだよ。なのに僕が悲しい。君みたいな人間のそういう弱さを見せられるのが、だから全力で叩き潰してあげるよ。さあ始めようか。サイドゼロ。
ついにこの時がやってきました。学園最強の生徒会長 VS サイドゼロ。この一戦でガンブレ学園の行く末、未来が決まります。強者を報じる弱肉強食の場となるか、はたまた多くの楽しみ方を許容する新しい場になるか。
So we're just gonna push this guy out the window.
学園最強の座は誰の手に。さあ、それでは白熱のガンプラバトルにレディーゴー。
Like, I would think of something more evil to do, but we're just gonna push him out the window. If he survives, he survives. If he doesn't, he doesn't. Love the jungle, you know? Better yet, while he's in the pod fighting against the other side, we'll just get out and beat the shit out of him. And then call him a child. And then get his family to sue us. But we'll win that lawsuit, don't worry. See, what we'll do is we'll do a Gunpla battle against the judge. And when we win that Gunpla battle, he'll just do whatever we say. That's how this world works, right? You know, screw laws, we have Gunpla. Oh, is he doing Crystal Unicorn? Oh, no. Sazeby arms, Barbie head, new Gundam backpack, Musha Gundam legs. I like this stage though, this is cool. Really? Probably go recollect my arm, shouldn't I? I hate that attack. Oh, hey, we're fighting some Dryzens. Come on, respawn. Well, yeah, it's fine. You know, I just have this thing where I always charge the enemy head on. You know, it works like half the time, actually. I'm pretty sure if I timed it better, too, it'd work out really, really well. But screw that, I guess. And then those assholes have that ability, which I'm pretty sure that's the Zeta beam rifle. But it just annoys me. You know, hey, stand there and get hit. You can't actually move or get out of it or anything. You're just kind of stunned there, because, you know, that's fun. And as I said earlier / last episode, I just hate stun mechanics. Especially since in this game, the more you get a part knocked off, the easier it is to knock off. It's like, I want to be my mobile suit. I don't want to have to grab all the other stuff. It's like, cool idea, but annoying. Oh, I don't have my gun. Oops. Hey, the Quanta. So that's the 00 that can teleport, and the only one in 00 I consider cheating, because how they have Setsuna portray his teleportation is literally like, I could dodge, but I'm just going to teleport out of the way at the last moment. Like, I'm a good pilot, but I can cheat, so why would I care? Oh, those are Rose and Zulu legs. I honestly didn't know what they were. Oh, and there's a Unicorn Dryzen. That makes sense. The Dryzen was the successor by Axis Xeon to the Dom, or the Dom 2 specifically. Basically, it was a Dom that was designed to not have any close range weapons whatsoever, but it could move kind of fast, so it was okay. Of course, Sleeve Xeon would change that up and, you know, actually give it a bazooka and make it more Dom-like, making it good. But the Axis version literally threw kunai at you, or, no, they were actually shuriken at you. Because, you know, giant robots, so why not shuriken? Oh. Of course, Picus is head Vulcans. Hey, yeah, Gundam Virtue. Alright, well, I've collected enough stuff, so let's go turn it in. I don't think I kept the Sazabi arms, did I? Makes me sad. I like the Sazabi. Like, a lot. Come on. Stark Yagan backpack, Shinaju arms. I like the Shinaju too. Shinaju's cool. Hey, you guys have fun. I'm just gonna collect parts. Oh, it moved over there. I thought it was gonna move back to the same place again. Oh, and a Unicorn Gundam. I like the Unicorn too. But I like how it looks. I don't really care for the show too much. Oh, and it's a perfect grade Unicorn too. Even better. And some more Vidar. I like how he's like, oh, I'm more powerful than you, and then I beat him up and kill him easily. God damn it. I want these Sazabi arms. Damn you. I don't really care about playing the game, I just want the part. Oh, thank God. I honestly had thought it crashed just because of that repeat sound in the background. I was like, oh shit, I finally did it. I already used my burst. Damn it. He wants to collect legs. Yeah, I'm about to die, so I'm basically just fucking with you because I find that funny. Oh, oh no, I healed. Oh. Alright then. Ooh, Musha Gundam legs. So, I don't know where Shin Musa Gundam comes from, but Musa Gundam was originally from the SD Gundam cartoon from, not cartoon, but comic from 1994 about basically all the Gundams are alive in the Sengoku era, but so are humans, and it's kind of weird. But there's a bunch of games about it, there's a bunch of manga about it, all kinds of stuff like that. It's an interesting series, but I don't know where the real version comes from. Maybe there was a real version and I was just unaware. That's entirely possible. I would actually not be surprised if that was the case. I don't know if if Musa Gundam was in the Romance of the Three Kingdoms series that they had at one point. There is a Gundam Romance of the Three Kingdoms series. I think it was like an OVA. for like, I don't know, 5 or 6 episodes. All I remember is I didn't really agree with... Oh no, those are Rose and Zulu legs, not Musha Gundam. Never mind. It's not nearly as cool. It's a paint job for the Musha Gundam at least. Dude, I kicked your ass like 6 times. Mm-hmm. Mobile armor form? Good thing he has mood ring hair.
この力はものすごいプレッシャー。これが会長の本気。
どこまでも踊れ。僕を夢の世界へ導いてくれ。
That frame rate for a pre-rendered cutscene.
同じ機体が3体？もしかしてこれを全部同時に椎名君が？物理的にありえません。可能だとしても相当なラグが発生して使い物にならないはず。
Don't worry, we've been fighting the lag this whole game.
これは僕の能力。センスオブエクスパンション。僕はガンプラで人の革新を出した。
But here's the thing, I beat one of you. The only time you really kill me is if I full frontal charge at you guys. And the one with the annoying abilities are gone, so, Oh! This is a legit new battle. I was gonna say we already had enough points, but... Oops, why am I targeting that guy? Eh. Alright. So, as it's been decided many, many times, full frontal charges right into a mass of enemies? Probably not a good idea. Still gonna do it, but it's not a good idea. Eh, I wanted this box. I don't care about that. Points are for nerds. Unless they have a suit I want, then I am totally a nerd, goddammit. Oh, I never tried out funnels. I need to do that eventually. So you guys excited for the Gundam 00 play? Yeah, they, on the 10th anniversary of Gundam 00, they announced the sequel they're doing, or, well, the next in the Gundam 00 series. And it's gonna be a play. Like an on-stage thing. I'm super excited for it, especially since no one's ever gonna translate it. So I'm gonna spend the whole thing guessing, trying to figure out what the hell they're saying, because I don't really speak stage Japanese. Because Japanese has like 38 dialects that I don't speak. You'd be surprised how long it takes me to do Kansai dialects. Which is like the second most common. Of course, that is because I is bad.